Turn that shit. Yo, turn that shit up. It's Big Face Beats. Turn that shit up, it's Big Face Beats.
We on. Don't spit it out.
We live.
Viewers' discretion is advised. That's what I see on the screen. I don't see their
Yeah. We tell you this every week. That's delayed. Jesus.
Why are you screaming at me?
Because if I'm telling you you live, don't worry about viewers' discretion. I'm gonna start cursing in here so there be some discretion.
Listen, the one person that you gotta listen to
is me. That's
Super
it.
Mega Producer.
Super mega producer.
Every week we do this.
That's
bro.
not your husband.
Hi,
That's
how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Why were you about to spit out whatever you had in your mouth?
Because that shit is strong.
Oh, I thought it's because you can't swallow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Listen.
I don't know these things.
Super mega producer.
Leave
Wow.
me out of here.
No feedback.
Hello. How is everyone doing? We'll wait to see. We'll wait for people to join. I hope everyone is doing well this evening.
You can go on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook.
Comment, like, share. Do it all.
Comment, like, share.
Thumbs
Wow.
up.
Okay. Wow. All in one
Comment,
breath. I like
you gotta
that.
comment,
I like that.
you gotta like,
and you gotta share. You gotta
Hello,
share.
you gotta
Subscribe because
Do it all.
Comment, like, share.
Wait,
Wow. Whose feedback?
That's a lot of volume.
Oh, okay.
That was a lot of
For the
volume in
phone,
my
for the
ear.
phone.
Oh, okay. See,
Hello.
even Super Mega Producer be failing sometimes. Lower the volume, damn it.
How can we share this? I don't know how we share the show. I don't.
Super Mega Producer will take
Share
care
a
of your
little
sharing.
curly
share
arrow.
it, hit
A little
share.
curly arrow.
You could share to everyone though. Like
Should
Share it
be
to
able to.
everybody.
I don't know.
How do you
about
share
those.
to everybody? I've never. I don't know. I get so confused.
Technical difficulties.
How do you share to
You get
everybody?
easily confused?
You just share. What you on?
Easily
IG?
confused.
IG and Facebook. Like, where do you just share to share?
IG is different than Facebook.
Yeah.
IG you share,
Okay.
But you gotta-
and then you got to do it
And
separately.
You gotta do it separately. Facebook, you can share
Oh,
it
okay. I got it.
onto your page.
I got it.
Share it onto your page.
I got it.
You can do it on
Something.
What did you say? All right. Are we ready? We have a guest.
Yes, so.
Would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody where you're from?
Now, where
am
you
I
at?
from?
Well, not where you're from.
Where you at?
Where I live?
Where you currently reside. Well, where you're from because they need the origination. And then where you have migrated to.
Wow. Why do you have to give all that information?
I don't know. My social security number is...
What the hell is that all about? Holy shit.
1-800-PALETA.
1-800 Paleta.
1-800-PALETA.
I'm
1-800-PALETA.
TJ. Mia's little brother.
My
From New York,
my tiny brother.
Lower East Side.
My tiny brother.
The little one, yeah.
The little, he's the baby of the family.
The baby.
He's the baby of the
El
family.
nene chiquito.
El nene chiquito.
And I live in Germany. Burgdorf.
But where are you originally from?
Lower East Side,
And
New
why
York.
are you in Germany?
I'm from Lower East Side, New York.
But why are you in Germany?
Because I found love, Mia.
You didn't find love.
Plenty
in
of
Germany,
fish.
Oh, I did.
Plenty of
Germany
fish.
found me. In New
Though. There was
Jersey.
not plenty of
Oh,
fish.
she liked
It
you.
was on
She
Plenty
like
of
swiped
Fish,
right.
Oh shit.
It was
She
on
swiped
Plenty
right or she swiped left?
She swiped right.
That's what it was on POF, right?
Plenty of fish.
Right. So she's
How
like,
do you know?
I've heard the story before. Hello,
Oh, okay.
he's my brother. Am I not supposed to know how he got into a
No, I
relationship?
don't know how. No,
It's a good
my
story.
question was, how do you know how?
You just went
swiping
to the wedding
POF?
and just ate all the food because that was just you, right?
Wasn't the wedding
Absolutely.
good,
Isn't that part of going to a wedding? Is just to eat all the food?
But you need to
I
ask
ate
the
all the
history.
food at her wedding.
But you
and
need
his
to ask-
wedding, it might as well. What the
But
hell?
you need to ask for the history.
First of
Don't-
all,
Hi, Janie.
we're not going to start this show without acknowledging the hard work that I did here. How about how the show looks online?
It looks beautiful.
Absolutely. All right. All right.
It looks
All
amazing.
right.
For 3 weeks, I
Okay.
didn't even mention it.
That goes
Okay.
Poquita dance.
Relax. Aye.
Wait, I gotta drink.
Your eyes will never be the same again.
You gotta dance. You
That's
gotta
definitely
dance.
going on a new intro.
Yeah.
I gotta
Don't
lose
you
my
put that out
glasses.
You got
on
scarred.
I gotta
Yeah.
lose my glasses.
You got it sprayed in. You got it sprayed in the cornea. You got it sprayed in the cornea.
Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. That's not nice. Are we gonna be drinking the whole entire show? Because you gotta talk. You gotta talk.
Maybe.
What?
Oh, look, Janie said she went to Germany when she was in the military. Interestingly
she
enough,
did? Where?
T and I the other day went to go pick up a wheelchair from someone that I found on OfferUp,
Oh yeah.
and it was a husband and wife. And then I told him, "Oh yeah, my brother's here from Germany," and the man was like, "Yeah, I was in the military, and I was stationed in Germany, right?"
Yeah. He was stationed in Hanau.
Germany's popular.
In the 60s.
I hear myself. I hear myself.
Where?
I hear myself. Am I supposed to?
Somebody's phone.
Oh, that's me again?
Thank you.
Because I switched
I'm going to congratulate you, cousin, for your hard work.
Thank you.
Does it look nice? You like it? You like it? And the man was like, "Yeah."
Where was she when in Germany? Where were you?
Katie, where were you? He wants to know. Where were you
That would be
stationed?
cool to know.
And how many languages do you speak?
Speak
17. Speak 17 languages.
Hey, Tony. 17
Spanglish.
languages.
Spanglish.
Yeah, I speak imprudente.
Imprudente. Germany.
Imprudente. Who told you you speak imprudente? Your mother?
Mommy.
Katie, where were you?
I hate.
Even though I was a puerco
that's doing
solo.
that?
I have the. I have
still
the.
hear it.
I hear the. Yeah, I hear the. How many languages do you speak?
17.
That's why I have
Speak
my headphones
17 languages.
What? No, I know. Hey, Tony. Ace is up. What's up, Tony? How are you? Hope all is well.
Tony Jackson in the house.
Now?
So
No,
you
we're
speak
good.
how many languages?
Three. I speak
Three.
and I can do Italian.
So say three in English, German,
Spanish.
Spanish. Say it.
3, tres, dry.
What?
Dry.
He's trying to say dry the clothes.
Dry.
It's in the laundry.
That's
No,
not
first you
funny.
gotta wash them.
Hey, Chris.
First
how
they
are
gotta
you?
be washed.
Wow, 3 languages. Very nice.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thanks for having me on.
Comment, share, like, and subscribe, please. We appreciate it.
Thumbs
It
up.
increases the algorithms,
Thumbs
and
up.
we can
As it
provide
say on the
more.
button that's popping up constantly on the side. I just want to throw that out there. That was hard work.
I saw that yesterday. I saw it. I'm a witness. Testify.
He said, "Y'all got some."
That's
Are you
a-
talking about me, Chris? That I got some energy tonight? My bad that I wasn't on the podcast battle of the podcast.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up, Mia, because there was some words last night on their show.
Words.
Now,
What?
that we were the old people,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we were night, and we looked like we belong in the old people's home.
Bro,
Like we were tired, and
that shit was not trivia night. That shit was. I'm in the industry, and I know all the artists, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are. I'm like, let me just take a nap because I'm not gonna get one of them right. Absolutely none. See, all the useless information that I have in my brain did not come in handy at all. None.
She's from, I don't know, how do you say that? Ramstein? She was in
Rammstein.
Oh,
Rammstein. How
Rammstein.
you say it?
Rammstein.
What?
The singer?
Rammstein.
The
Yeah,
singer?
that's
The
the
singer.
Wait,
The
what?
base. There was a terrible accident.
Right,
Airline
right.
accident there.
What? There was what?
U.S. Air. There was an air show in Rammstein in the base,
Rammstein.
and they crashed, and that's where the band got their name.
Rammstein? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except she spelled it correctly there.
What was the other place?
Or no, no, because there's one M.
I used to
In
fly
Rammstein.
into a button, right?
Let's see.
What was the place I used to fly into Rammstein and what's the bike thing? What?
Wiesbaden.
What?
Wiesbaden.
Wiesbaden.
Wiesbaden. Do you know some German
Hi,
too?
Miriam.
She probably knows a little bit of German.
oh,
She
she
was
does.
stationed out there.
She does. That's my cousin.
Just as long as you don't start speaking German while we're on the show. I mean, you could. You
I
just
mean,
don't
Listen,
Once
honestly,
I finish this, I
first
might.
of all, fuck all that shit about all that. Tell me some German words, curse words. That's what we really want to know.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
come
Do
on.
you
How
want
do
to
you
know
say
the
fuck in German?
fuck fick dish? Means
Thick
fuck
dish?
you.
Fuck you?
Thick
Thick
dish?
dish?
Thick dish?
Thick
Like
dish.
So
Fuck this.
thick is fuck?
Thick as fuck.
Thick
yeah.
as fuck.
Thick
Okay.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Thick as
Ich
fuck,
wurde,
bro.
Ich wurde gefickt. Gestern wurde ich gefickt. Yesterday I was fucked.
Oh, look, Buddy P. Buddy what P said? You gave him some White Castle socks?
Yeah, because he was under
White
the.
Castle socks?
Yes, remember you get socks. So,
I know you get socks. I
so
didn't know
he
you had White Castle
Yeah, I
socks.
had White Castle socks, but he was under the impression, and let's put a disclaimer. You're under the impression that the socks that get presented are the socks that you're getting.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to say, fuckers,
like
that's not the
nasty.
way. That's not,
You
unless
get-
y'all want.
You'll be
Listen,
getting
you get a
crusted.
surprise?
No, no,
Nelson
no, those
doesn't
socks-
wash his
those-
feet in the shower.
those socks, those socks are only for OnlyFans. So those are the, and then I sell them there. So those are only for that.
For the only feet.
Yeah, the Only Feet.
The only feet.
Is that the website? Only Feet or
Only
yeah?
Feet.
So,
You
so
can
they
do
go on
Only
Only Feet and they go on auction. So they're not.
There
They're
is
not
no
for the.
website called OnlyFeet.
What?
Now there is now.
Isn't it Only?
Why don't you make it?
You could do it.
Create one for OnlyFeet.
But White Castle socks sound fire though.
Yeah, they are fire. Actually, he sent me a picture. I'll show it to you, but
Show
I'll
me.
share it. I'll share
He
it on
pimped
social.
his socks on?
No, he didn't. He said, I laughed because he said, yo, I thought it was getting Jedi Skywalker
Bendito.
Tatooine. I said, no, bro.
Oh.
He was
And I
all
put laugh.
excited.
So they said, listen.
And he
just-
said whack.
Yo.
Yeah. So I said, I told TJ, I said, listen, just shut up. And,
She's talking in German.
See that? She can, right? Let's see.
is she
Sorry.
cursing in German? Because that's what we
It
can
sounds-
do.
Game fictisch selbst.
What does that say?
Fuck you. And...
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Papi bendición. Papi's watching.
All right, that's
He
funny.
said whack.
I'm
TJ
a-
said whack.
I'm applauding your German. That's pretty good.
That's
Go
pretty
and fuck
good.
yourself. See?
Wow.
So I asked CJ to send me pictures, so he sends me the picture of the socks. I said, that's not the point of it. Put your damn socks on your black ass and then take a picture of it.
Why he has
'Cause he
to
black.
I understand.
All right.
Let's not do that on the
But
show.
I
You'll
would
be alright, bro.
Wait a second.
You'll be alright.
But if I was expecting
You guys are
Tatooine
frozen
Star
on the
Wars,
screen. We're frozen on the
we're
screen.
frozen.
On which screen?
On Facebook and on Instagram.
That's
On both.
internet.
Thank
that's
you for
an-
letting us
no,
know.
it's, yeah, it's an internet issue. That's just a glitch.
It's
gonna happen.
It's a glitch.
But if
We're-
I was
we're really- look
expecting
at how
Star
TJ's
Wars
frozen.
Tatooine
Okay, but
socks,
why
bro,
would you be expecting it?
I don't.
This
Did you
is the
explain it
expected-
clearly?
Yes. It's
Okay,
been-
I would be disappointed too if I got
Oh,
like.
yeah, so I
If
know,
you-
I know.
no,
my
I-
socks are fire. I know.
But I
my
can
socks
see
are
that.
fire.
So you may
Yeah.
have to buy. I can see that. So you.
I
may
don't have to do anything. First of all, this is my segment. Okay, I'm just letting you know. You keep trying to control my segment. You got your.
Wait a second.
You
wait,
got
wait,
your.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait till we got camera. You gotta wait. till
No,
we got camera.
first of all, I thought she was gonna be abusive and attack me because she
Oh,
went,
no.
she went like
She went to
this,
get the
ready
knife.
to take off her bamboo earrings and shit, and put the Vaseline on and take the nails off. So I was hiding behind you,
She
little
was ready to
brother.
slap you.
We have to wait for the camera.
gotta wait
on
for
so
the
I can do
camera
my
for the
t-shirt
reveal.
Because this was just
That
like
was-
the right opening for my t-shirt can. So now I'm tight.
Are
Because
we-
now
But can
Alright,
they hear
so-
us? They can hear us.
they can hear us, but they can't
Okay.
see us.
Okay, good.
Sorry, guys. We're working on that. Give us a second, please. We apologize. Technical difficulties. Tony said, I hate you.
Yeah, I know. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me.
He hates you.
So we're
still
not,
frozen.
but we're still on what? On other platforms, or
We're
we're
still-
frozen
No,
altogether?
we're frozen
We're
on
frozen
IG
altogether,
and we're
yeah.
frozen on
Facebook?
Sorry, guys. Give us a few minutes. Don't worry. We'll give extra airtime.
But if we're frozen,
for
what
the
are you
technical
talking?
Technical difficulties.
We're frozen, but they can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
No.
My bad.
Have
My
you
bad.
never been on any
My
other
bad.
show?
Okay, since no,
No, that
it's
is.
my first date. My first date.
No, that is.
So since they can't see us but they can hear us, here are the clues.
No, don't do that yet.
What do you mean? You're saying I'm not showing anything,
Oh,
Sangana.
look, she's speaking again.
Sí, Sangana.
Coño.
She's speaking again.
The
Hi,
cl-
Paul.
Listen, the clue. The
What?
She speaks only a little bit of German.
yeah. Listen, the clues
Aber
are
sehr
verbal.
gut.
The clues are verbal, not visual. So if they can hear us, I can type them in, and they can hear us. Okay. So before, let me get some.
All right.
gotta
Oh.
breathe.
Oh.
that's
All
cool.
right.
All right.
So.
Let me see.
Ay, bendito.
Oh,
Oh, all
That
right.
goes on only feet, bro.
wow.
Only feet. Only feet.
Only
Only
feet.
feet.
I believe we up. Ask the people.
No, we're
if we
not.
good.
Give it a second.
Yeah,
Give it a
you,
It's
second.
delay,
yeah,
right?
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
This is the lid.
No, yeah, we are.
All right. So the sock cam clues of the night. Candy. Colorful.
Is there a year? Did you research the year? Give him a year.
Well, you know what? I'll give him a year because Maquejode wants a
Look for
year.
a year.
What's the third clue though? Before you do
See,
that?
I gotta
Okay.
get close to you because I feel like I'm really far.
I thought
Colorful old school candy. There we go. Colorful old school candy.
Can we buy it at Economy Candy in the Lower East Side?
Yes.
Oh. That's a throwback.
Okay, what's the
In
third
a
one?
minute.
Old
Hi,
school.
Lori.
It's old school candy, colorful.
That's it?
Those are the
Yeah,
three?
yeah. Those are the three. Old school candy. At 8:20, please start giving your
Nelson is
answers.
giving the clues
At
for his
8:20.
sock cam. It's old school,
Old school, colorful candy.
colorful candy. From what year?
No, old school is enough. I think that's...
Old
Nobody's
school.
gonna know the year of the candy.
No, you know why? Because I give the year of the candy, people are gonna start Googling. I want people to use their imagination and memory to decide and figure out.
Use your
There's
imagination.
so many colorful candies.
So what do
Exactly.
we win this time? A freaking jockstrap? Wow.
Wow, if y'all want one, I'll even wear it for a week and then send it to y'all. So it has that extra
No, but
sauce.
that costs money though. If you
Oh,
want
that
it.
is
oh,
like-
hey,
That's like
hey.
extra disgusting.
Those to you, but to many, that is a prized possession. Just
Yeah,
letting you know.
There's vending machines in Japan with used panties, and you can.
There's women that sell fart in a jar.
Did you research?
That's true.
Did you research that or did you read about
Yeah,
it?
how did you come across that tidbit of information?
It's on YouTube. It's on
But what do
YouTube.
you? Okay,
Everything's
but,
on YouTube.
All right, if it's
I want
on
to go
YouTube,
visit Japan, but not for that.
so you conducted research and that's what it came up.
No,
I know
no,
they
I
sell.
didn't
They have a
conduct.
penis festival.
Why
know
would I
that.
conduct research on
And
that?
how do you go through a penis festival?
I
That-
saw that because I
because
seen
you
the
were researching.
videos. No, I
Because you
wasn't
were
researching.
researching.
I saw the videos.
What videos? Where?
I don't know where. It must have been Instagram or
It wasn't
It wasn't
only-
YouTube because for YouTube you got to type in and shit comes up.
We're
Yeah, if you just Google things about Japan.
Live?
Right,
and
but then you saw the article. It says panties.
no,
then
there
you
was
see-
no. It was on a list of weird vending machines in Japan.
You are live. I see.
And that was on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me log.
Oh look, she wrote something. Old school. Da, 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 da.
Süßigkeit und bunt. Yeah, colorful.
Oh.
And candies.
Okay. Are you practicing, Janie? Are you
Yes.
practicing?
It's called Google Translate.
That's good.
Okay. So did you guys hear? Nelson doesn't read, so
First of all, clarify that. I do read, mother effer. All right, I do read. Let's go finish that sentence. I do not read the news. Okay, let's complete that sentence.
Nelson doesn't read.
I think.
Nelson doesn't read.
What the hell?
So Nelson doesn't read. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Okay.
So did you read or did you hear about the woman, the stowaway, who got on a flight at JFK, bypassed TSA, and to get onto the plane and went to Paris without having a ticket?
I did not hear about that.
That happened last week.
Emily in Paris.
That happened last week. I want to know how, in this day and age, somebody was actually able to bypass TSA, bypass the door, the
Yeah,
gate
TSA
at the gate,
Instagram.
and got on a plane.
She must have been hot as F.
She's Russian. She's back in the United States. She got extradited back
There
to
was
the
a
Can you
United
young-
check Instagram for a second?
Russian
Because I don't
woman.
see us live.
What do you want me?
See if we're live.
Yeah, we're live on
I'm
Instagram.
live. Look.
We're currently on live.
It's right here.
Yeah.
But I want to know how is it in this day and age you got
No,
through
I understand
TSA,
that, but I'm trying to it
without a
doesn't show
boarding
that we're
pass.
live.
I don't know.
and you got on a
do I have to
plane
be on
without
my
a
account to
boarding
see
pass.
it?
Probably.
I have no
And
idea.
arrived at Paris. And then in Paris, when she was going through customs, they were like,
Oh yes,
"Where's
okay.
your boarding pass?"
My bad.
She got to Paris.
She got far.
I want to know how she did that.
I don't know. I
In
can't.
this day and age, when we're supposed to have this like tight security,
I know when I go through Amsterdam and I have to come here, if I'm not flying with Isabel and Nora, I always get checked. Always.
well, I mean, probably because of your dual citizenship. No,
I get checked because of my dual. When I'm flying with Isabel and Nora, I don't get checked. When I'm flying alone, I get checked.
what
It
is that?
never fails.
What is that?
What
It
is
never
the length
fails.
of your What is
What
the
does
length
that
of
mean?
your
They
beard?
go up your
Right.
booty?
What is the
They're
length of
like-
your beard
they're
when
like-
you write?
Do
It
they-
was this length.
do they
That's
go,
it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And they think you're Habibi?
Do they go? TJ did that. He gets
They know. Oh, we're gonna do unscheduled. This is an unscheduled check.
now. First is this one.
Schedule.
That's like a
Unscheduled.
fist of your butt, and then this
Yeah.
is this.
This is a random check, and it happens to me all the time. I'm not flying with Isabel and Nora.
Interesting.
All
Interesting.
the time.
But
every
I
time.
really want to know how that happened.
I have no idea. That's Nelson. Do you have any clues?
That's
And
why
it was Delta.
my first thing is
It's
how
Delta.
big
How-
is your
how-
beard?
yeah.
Because like if
No,
it's like
No,
this,
We're not
about the
talk-
chick, about the
Keep
Russian
on topic.
chick.
Stay on topic.
The
'Cause
Russian
you're
chick.
not
I
listening.
am being on topic.
you're
He
not.
asked me a question.
The question was about the stowaway.
No, the question was, what do
TJ,
you think? All right.
Can you correct him? Please?
How did a Russian chick go fly into get into JFK,
Mhm.
pass security, TSA, and
No
land in
boarding
Paris
pass.
with
No
no boarding
boarding
pass?
Wait, a Russian? Where was she flying from?
JFK, New York.
Oh, she was in New
She
York.
wasn't flying because she didn't have a ticket.
So she. Oh.
Yeah.
She
There's
flew.
no-
She flew.
She got to Paris, and in Paris, when she was going through
What else?
customs,
Can you tell us more about the story?
that's all I know. That's all they've reported. She's back in the States now. First of all, they tried to get her back to the States 2 times, but she caused havoc on plane.
Is she?
So Delta
is
was
she?
like-
Is she a United States
Her name
citizen?
is
Svetlana.
Yes.
Is she on a visa or is she a United
Typical
States
Russian
citizen?
name.
She had a passport. That's all I know. And when she got to Paris, they were like, "Where's your boarding pass?" And she didn't have one.
So my question is, what is the response?
We don't know. And it was Delta. It was through Delta. So you went through TSA.
Delta's a good airline.
But you go through TSA. TSA is just. The
But
airport.
do you know that if you look at people that work for TSA, they should be on the no-fly list? Many of them.
By looking at them.
Yeah, have you not seen some of the employees in TSA? Come on, are you really
Yeah,
serious?
but what does that have to do with?
Because it's the lack of. First of all, I think some of them belong on a no-fly list. Some of them I think should have never passed a background check. But I'm being judgmental. But I don't give a fuck, right?
But that
So-
has nothing to do with
It does because it's the type of people that you hire that if they don't care, things are just going to pass by.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know this. I don't know how many times you've gone through TSA.
Mhm.
They ask you for your boarding pass and your ID.
Well,
And
oh yeah, it is TSA. You're right. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, security.
they ask
maybe
you for
she
that
did-
and they scan it.
maybe-
They scan both.
She had to do something.
Maybe
to
she
get-
slipped through the changing. You know how they change the people, and there's okay here, and maybe she slipped in. There's plenty
Okay,
of.
but
Listen,
then you get to the gate. And at the gate,
right,
you gotta give
the
a
airline,
boarding pass.
And you-
people have to give
you have
a
to
boarding
give a
You gotta do
boarding
your
pass.
passport
But then
check and
again,
everything.
if you're not paying attention and you just go listen, there's
too many
there's
people for that.
there's
I know. that's
listen,
what I'm like.
no, but there's
that's
many
crazy.
ways because I've sat down and I'm like, okay, like you can actually bypass TSA, right? So the first where they give you and then they switch people, you can sneak by, especially if it's crowded, it gets
Are
really
you
crazy.
referring
hectic.
to TSA?
Yeah, TSA.
Okay.
So once you pass that first initial person that gets your ID, right? If you pass that one, all you're doing is going and getting scanned, right? So if you got no problem, no one's asking you for boarding
That
passes
is
anymore.
correct.
The next time they will ask you for that is
At the gate.
at the gate. Now, when they say, hey, section 1, first class, blah, 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 but when it gets crowded, I've seen where it gets overloaded and people is like, all right, here's there, but you can sneak it. I've seen kids go ahead and the attendants are like,
But
whatever.
Kids are different.
I understand that, but because of the concept where they just don't even, just because kids are different doesn't mean that that person actually paid attention to see. So I can see someone just slipping by,
I can
and if
see
that flight is not full, they can pick a seat wherever they want to sit at that point, and
But that doesn't have that. You sit somewhere that
right.
it's
So
irrelevant. You get to your
if
destination.
you can, if you can pass TSA that first initial check, and you can pass the flight attendant, there's no problem you flying.
But that security, before you go through that security thing with the X-ray thing,
Right.
you need a boarding pass to scan.
Right, but
to enter the
again,
machine.
if
How?
they're swapping people.
But you still need a paper to put on the machine. to
yeah,
get
but
through.
during the swap of the employees, you
But
can
they
slip
should
by.
have. First of all, when you're boarding a flight, you shouldn't be swapping employees.
They do that. They
When you're
switch shifts.
when you're
They have
board,
to
no
switch
when you're
shifts.
oh,
boarding,
you're talking about
when
the
you're-
attendant. Oh, on the
when
on
you're
the-
not-
when you're already there, the
No,
flight attendant.
Listen to me.
hmm
We are now boarding flight 555 to Paris.
You're already in the airport. You
Section-
passed TSA already.
Section A.
Right. Okay.
All right. There is a person
Right.
there, and before you go, you pass.
Mm-hmm.
Boarding pass, please.
Right.
Thank you.
But
They
have
scan.
you seen some
They
of the
scan it.
some of the attendants? They're not the brightest in the bunch either. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to take into account there are definitely envelopes that you can slip right through easily.
envelope?
Especially for an incident. The only thing I can see is that she's a frequent flyer. And that people know her.
I can
too.
see-
She could be
or
like...
Yeah, but
she
you're gonna-
studied it
but
as
you
well.
Would, but you would
She
need.
could be
You
like
would need
seeing... Yeah.
The person in TSA would have to be in on it, and then the person at the gate.
No,
would
not
have to be in on it.
necessarily. You just need lacks of paying attention.
I
You
need
need
to see
employees
If
that
that were
just
the case, though, I mean, first of all,
Can you
I don't
pull
think
up-
anybody's real stupid to decide I'm gonna see if I can get on a plane without having a boarding pass.
There are people
Unless
who try
they
to do
planned
that.
it.
They try to test that.
unless they planned it. Just the same thing as
There's
you
people
know-
who try to put things in their luggage too.
right
To
you
try
know,
to get it through.
bombs and all. That's the
That's
whole.
different.
That's the
That's
whole
different.
purpose. Exactly. Hello.
Yeah.
That's different.
I need to see a picture of this chick.
They didn't take
Why?
a picture. Her name was
They
just
didn't take
revealed
a
last
picture
night.
of her?
No,
'Cause I
her
wanted-
name was
'cause
just revealed last night after
she
she
might-
got back to New York.
She
'Cause
might
they
be a
didn't-
good con artist.
I don't know.
She might have talked her way through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
like
Oh,
you said,
so since you're speaking at airlines, you know the government is cracking down on
Yeah.
You read this?
the luggage.
Did you read this?
How do you say "fuck you" in German?
fictive.
Did you read it? But did you read
Yes, I read it. So they're cracking down on the thing on the
Is this,
luggage.
is this the one that I sent you?
No,
Oh,
I
She
haven't.
says
Oh,
yes.
shit.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
yes,
thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Because other people here don't look at what I sent
Yes,
them.
yes, it is.
Oh,
I normally do. I was
we'll
really
get to
busy
that
this
later.
week, but so they've been doing that, and
What are they doing?
so basically the government's cracking down on it because what happens
Cracking
is
down on what? No.
First of all,
Oh,
it's
charging
not the
for luggage.
government. Senator Hawkins got in that ass.
he got in that ass. That's why I say that I said
Can
the
we
government.
start from the beginning, please?
He
Because
brought-
I'm very lost.
Senator Hawkins
So they had a hearing.
pressed them. Yes.
Yes, they had a hearing in regards to the
The fees for the
That's
for
right. The
luggage.
fees for the baggage, the carry on, and stuff like that. And basically, what it is that the flight attendants or the flight workers are incentivized. What is it?
Incentivized.
To charge. Thank you.
So-
Appreciate it.
The workers are
Fucking-
incentivized.
Yes,
to charge?
yes. Yes.
And
They get a
don't-
commission. They get a commission.
They get permission, and they don't have a
I'm confused.
category to put people in, and they can charge them between $15 to $99.
Hold on, I'm confused. So you were saying if I have a luggage but I don't add it to my flight when I'm booking my flight,
Right.
and I get to the airport, the attendants at the airport are incentivized to charge because I always see it's a fee.
Right, so
I don't
they
see
can-
I don't see
No, but they're talking about carry-ons.
Carry on. So they'll
the carry-ons normally.
So they have
Not
some of these airlines have specific attendees that go through the people that are waiting for their flight and looking at their luggage to see if they fit that little
box.
space, right? So if they don't, they'll
They
tell them
charge.
you have to pay.
Right.
So what happens is that part of that luggage charge, they get a commission off it.
Right.
The attendant.
Okay.
The attending is
Yes,
Spanish?
because they have a tablet
Oh.
and they charge you that your
Normally,
credit card
that was like
information and
Spirit
all that.
Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Frontier.
it's Spirit and
Spirit
Delta
and
that they
Frontier.
had at the
Spirit,
hearing.
yes.
But
Spirit
Spirit's
and
going into
According-
bankruptcy.
Because I think she's right, because I did see Delta and Spirit.
Spirit is going into bankruptcy.
But-
JetBlue decided.
Well,
that's
now
what
we're
their
gonna-
argument is that they're going
Carry-ons
into
are now
bankruptcy.
free, or
That's
something is.
crazy.
I think your first luggage is free on JetBlue if you do.
Is an airline really gonna go
No, but most
Spirit?
airlines.
bang? Yeah, they're
Spirit
nah.
could go bankrupt.
They'll get bailed out. They'll get rescued because
It's
that's
not
how
rescued. It's just a chapter.
I don't care.
It's a
No,
bankruptcy.
bailed out.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
bailed out.
rescue.
It's
It's
called
bailed
a,
out. It
it's
is
called
rescue.
it's a rescue. Yes, you're talking
It's
legal
called a
terms.
reorganization.
Yes,
That's
you're-
not a fucking legal.
That's a
term.
rescue because every
Yeah.
time the airlines cry broke, they get rescued by the government. It's a fucking rescue.
Too big to
It's
fail.
all it is.
And then if they do catch somebody and they be like, "Oh, you have to pay," they go to the desk. The people at the desk have an algorithm that say, "Oh, she's a female." They look at your shit, or she's from New York and da da da. So they know to charge between again 15 to
That's
$99,
profiling at that point.
which is the argument that Senator Hawkins was making.
Mhm.
Is that
That's
you're
why I
essentially-
fly Southwest. You get 2 free check bags.
Oh wow, no ads, no free ads. We
No.
sponsored by them? We're not sponsored by them. No free ads. Wait,
Southwest.
Super producer.
Check
Super
the
producer. Censor that. Censor that out. That's why.
We're not sponsored by Southwest in any form, but we are willing to accept the sponsorship.
Oh yeah.
We will
right.
pimp you. We will pimp you for not for free.
Not for free. Not for free.
For a price.
For a flight.
I pay
For
myself.
flight.
For a flight.
You're not
For
you're
flights.
not allowed to sell cookies because you're using the wrong words.
You can pimp bossy.
Just aggressively helpful. That's the T-shirt of the day.
That's the sock
What's
cam.
You want to
That's
turn
the
to the
sock
camera?
cam.
the-
Yeah, the iPad isn't the camera.
I'm looking that way. I'm looking that way. It's
Christmas.
hot. It's hot right now.
She's not bossy.
It's hot.
Just aggressively. What does it say again on the bottom?
Do you think
Helpful.
Now, do you
Aggressively
think
helpful?
it would have landed better if it was not just bossy, aggressively helpful?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What is
The sentence structure.
aggressively helpful?
Not bossy, just aggressively helpful. Not just
Right.
bossy.
Not just bossy.
because
Yeah.
you're bossy.
Yes.
So
So I'm not just bossy. Aggressive.
no.
Helpful.
If you
going to a conference to give us. He was a speaker
Oh,
at
about
a
the stock
conference
price?
at the Hilton. I don't know about what, but he was giving a speech.
Mm.
I want to know how someone knew where he was going to be at what time. That person had to follow him, know his itinerary, to be able to just walk up on him on the street in New York City and shoot him.
But
It wasn't
would it be
random.
advertised?
No.
He's a speaker. They would know the time where he's going to
Yeah,
speak and all
Okay, but
that.
how do you know from his
how do you know?
hotel?
Well, you can-
How would they know from his? First of all, you would have to know what flight he was on, when he was arriving, what time he was leaving his hotel.
What hotel
Well,
he was
first of
staying
all,
What hotel he was
okay,
staying
so
at, and where, as far as where the conference was
this
being held.
this
that's
is
different.
not your level of expertise. So let me explain. to you how-
Excuse me?
Oh,
this
are
is
you-
how
are you a
this is how
hitman?
you follow someone.
Are you a
right?
hitman?
So
We're
Oh,
having.
professional stalker. Yo, we had a professional stalker in the house.
Janie, if you want, I can send it to you because I actually just wear these shirts one time. I can wash it and send it to you if you like.
and they
Let
go
me
on
know,
they go
and I'll
on
do
they
that.
go on onlyshirts.com.
Janie's saying we're having all sorts of technical issues today.
Oh no, it's me. It's the guest. It's the special guest.
What do
in the
you see
house.
going on? What's happening? Let us know what's happening, and we do apologize. We had some changes, and we're not sure if those changes is what's
I
causing
know it is.
the glitches, but we do apologize
What
for
is
that. But let us know what's going on. We will hang out a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
It's-
Monique.
It's the wireless.
I think it was a
We got
professional hit.
a lot
I
of
believe
wireless
someone was
going on.
wrong, so
Right.
perhaps
And
the
every
later
time I switch
denied
cameras-
by the insurance company. You see?
There's a delay. Okay.
Okay, so Janie said, I think it was a professional hit. I believe that someone was wrong to perhaps the later denied by the insurance company. It led to some sort of death. And he hired a professional to come in and do it. Well, I mean, there's just a lot that this person knew about the CEO.
If you're going through and you're going to follow someone, you're going to be there before. You're going to do your due diligence. You're going to see all the hotels around the area before. You're going to do your due diligence. You're going to see all the hotels around the area that are booked if they're sold out. And you're going to canvass all of them. And basically, you're going to stake out all of them and eventually find. There's plenty of ways that you can speak to a concierge or, you know, a lot of employees and say, oh, yeah, this is where most of United Healthcare employees are staying or whatever the case may be. And then you break it down, you stake it out, stay in the lobby because no one's going to question you in New York City or for many places for that matter.
Yeah, but there's so many in that area. There are so many hotels.
I understand that, but you can narrow that down. And then,
We're having trouble loading the video.
and
live.
listen,
You're doing it. It's already done.
and then if you do find them and you sit in the lobby long enough and you're able to see them, and I'm like, all right, and then I mean that's the process, one of the processes that you can do. But you could do your due diligence and find a lot of information on the internet easily.
I think it was a paid, like somebody paid somebody to do that.
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if it
that's
was
what that is.
professional.
It's not someone that ran. It's not like you and me can be like,
No,
all right,
no,
let's
yeah.
plan this out.
I think it was somebody was paid to do that.
that has done it before.
When you
And
see the
it's-
video,
and-
the
and
person
who's-
walks
I don't
right
know if he's.
behind him.
I don't know if he's done it before because if he was efficient, he would have just taken one bullet, two to the head.
Yeah. I
He
don't
would've
think.
gotten as
Yeah, he's
close
not
as
a
possible
he's
to
not
his
a
head.
professional hit.
Oh yeah, because he
Right.
would have never been caught on camera. That's the thing.
That's the
because
other
you
It's
thing.
have
not
to.
professional. It was done to send a message, and the messages were put on the bullets on the shell cases.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was not a like.
So
it
he
wasn't-
might be.
it's-
He might. It might
it's
be.
just
He
for a
might not
message.
care that
Right.
he gets caught. He's just saying, "Fuck the healthcare system."
Well, he cares because his face was
Janie
covered
said,
up.
"I'm pretty sure this guy, if he's smart, he's out of the country." You think it was a guy because they put a close up today
No,
and
it's
it
a
looked like
guy.
a woman,
No, it's a guy.
but it
Yeah, it
looked
looked
like a
like he
woman.
had like
today.
eyelashes. It could be a training. You never know.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's all right.
It looks
Because
like
you know they
Professional
don't
training
cover.
hitman.
They don't cover the
See that?
United Healthcare don't cover the
Tony said a
Transition to
silencer was
transition.
used. The
That's the other layer to it. That's the other layer to
A
it.
silencer was used in the cold-blooded demeanor at which he gunned him down. Scary. It was a hit.
Very
The CEO
scary,
was
yeah.
getting threats prior to going to the investors conference. Janie said it's a guy, and Julie said, "Hola."
And didn't you have more information that you wanted to review about the wife? The wife said that he was.
I
married.
believe maybe it's the wife.
You think?
Why
it's
do
the
you-
wife?
why do you
Where's
speculate?
the wife?
Why am I saying? Because I think it's a hit, and it's the wife. It's gonna.
Why do you think it's the
I don't
wife?
know.
Stop watching Snap, bro. Stop watching fucking snap, bro.
You gotta remember, they're gonna do everything to deflect, right? They're gonna do everything to.
Oh,
It's just,
this poor
it's
woman
just too
now.
much
Wait,
information.
first of all,
Poor
who's
woman,
everyone?
Poor wife.
It's too much information. Like the person had too much information to actually like.
But you keep saying
Because
too
he's-
much information. There's no
because
such thing as too
I
much
understand,
information. That
but-
information is out there
But
in the
first of
internet.
all, look, I want to kill somebody, right? That person's coming from Minnesota, and I understand they're going to the conference. Is this person from Minnesota or is this person from New York?
What, the killer?
The shooter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, who's saying they're from Minnesota?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, it's
It's
speculation.
speculation.
Okay.
I'm not speculating. I'm asking.
I don't know. I
I'm just
wasn't
saying
there.
in my mind, is the person from Minnesota or is the person from New York?
It could be anybody.
Because-
It could be anybody, but that's the thing. That's to the killer's advantage because there's so many people who would want to kill this guy.
How do you
There's
know
so many
that?
people- Bro, the healthcare system.
Oh, let's talk about that. Yeah,
20
let's talk
million
about
people?
that.
Are you serious?
I
Okay,
get it.
so let me
But
ask you.
why-
Let me ask you.
but
Let me
why the
wait.
CEO?
Pause.
But why
Pause.
the CEO?
Why not the
Why?
CEO?
But why-
You gotta get
That's the
biggest
biggest
guy.
message that you
You take
can.
the snake head off.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
There's
He is-
somebody else is gonna come
I
in his place.
understand
And somebody
that.
else is gonna do
Well,
the same.
Yeah,
thing.
but if you
Hoping
kill,
it's better
if,
brains.
Do
say,
you know how many people are happy about this guy dying?
Yeah.
I know,
It shouldn't
but,
be, but
the truth is, it's not gonna change the system.
we're not talking about changing
Oh,
the
wait, wait,
system.
wait. It did change. Wait, hold on.
Anthem
Before
Blue
you go
Cross
on.
Blue Shield did change.
They did
actually
change the
started-
anesthesia
They
thing.
did change
Yeah.
the approval for anesthesia.
yeah,
They did.
and that was in less than 24 hours.
if-
They said, "Oh, forget
They
about
did.
that."
If this was,
They said, "No way." Fuck it.
if this was
one of us, one
if
of us
this
is
was
down.
a rap that
good.
you call at a 1-800 number, no one would fucking blink twice about this. But when you're talking about a CEO of a healthcare system, they are the face of the healthcare system, right? So that makes a statement because it puts it in the public eye. Anybody else would not make any matter. So my question would be,
Yes.
since you've been in both countries,
Yeah.
Germany and here, what is the difference in healthcare? So we can
Bro,
compare the shittiness that we have here.
Here's the biggest.
You're being asked to blink twice and scratch your nose if you're here against your will. Are you here against your will?
Who said that?
Paul.
Paul, since you never
What's up,
coming to
Paul?
Florida anyway, you know.
Hi, Mela.
What's going
Hi,
on, Paul?
Christine.
So tell me,
No.
There's just one story.
Yeah.
There's just one. You just need to know one story.
Yeah,
When my wife was giving birth to our daughter,
right.
right?
Yeah, I think
We
told me
had-
about this.
Yeah. We had a room to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We had priority healthcare checks with the doctors. She got medication. She was in the hospital for 3 days.
What's priority healthcare check?
Priority healthcare check. So we had our own personal doctor come in and check on us.
And
Like,
let's clarify
not- but
this.
should she
You
not
are
have
a
that?
regular Joe Schmo.
regular
You
Joe
are
Schmo.
not a CEO of a company or
Yeah.
anything like that. You are just
I have no money. She has no money.
right.
We're
Y'all
just
both
regular-
broke. You know, like all of us. Okay,
Regular
okay.
people. Regular
Right,
people.
Regular people. Right.
Regular people. So after everything happened, after we went in, I asked her, so how much are we gonna pay for everything? And she was like, give me this. Give me that donut. Give me that little donut. Nothing. We paid nothing for our hospital stay.
And why is that?
Zero, because we have universal
Versus
health
healthcare.
care.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one
Everybody
of the,
pays into the system.
So,
That's one of the
alright,
benefits.
That's
yeah.
one of the benefits.
How
Alright.
much do you pay for your healthcare if you don't mind me asking?
You have to ask the leader of the finances in our house.
Oh wait, you pay as a family. You don't pay like from your check. Like you don't get a pay stub, and
Yeah, I do.
you don't know what your pay
I
stub
don't
says.
pay. See, so the taxes are very high there, and that's because of the healthcare system.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at least you know
Where my
when
money's
you
going.
need it, right? So
Yeah.
when you do need it, it's there for you,
Yeah.
right? Because we pay high taxes here, depending on the state.
Yeah,
we
but
pay high taxes.
you don't see
we
it in
have
the
no
infrastructure,
fucking
you don't
idea
know
where
where it
our
goes,
money
yeah.
goes to, right?
there you can see where it goes. Yeah.
Okay,
Of
all
course,
right. See,
100%.
so universal health care. Well, universal. That's one of the benefits of universal. Even though you're paying high taxes, when you do need it, it's there for you.
Yes.
and it's there exemplary.
100%. I don't
Okay,
have to. I don't
gotcha.
have to wait. I don't have to.
Here, there's now. Are there different healthcare companies that you can choose
we
from?
can switch. Yeah, we
Okay,
can switch, of course.
but they're all
It keeps
pretty much
the
the
rate
same, though.
slow. Yeah,
Okay, got you.
yeah.
As we know here, there's what more than 24.
What was?
Wait, what was that?
24.
Don't
He's
drink.
exasperated.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
exasperated
drink
because
anymore, huh?
the healthcare system really is a mafia-like
It's a monopoly.
system.
Yeah.
No, it's not even a monopoly. Is when you only have a few.
There's a lot,
No,
it
what
funnels
it
out.
is, it's the system itself is just fucked because
but it's the healthcare. It's the doctors, because independent doctors, if you don't know what I look at my codes,
Healthcare
when I
system
get
is
my
for
claim
profit.
benefits,
It's
I
for
always look at
profit.
my codes
It's for profit.
that
It
they
is for
submit
profit.
on
It's for
their
profit.
claims.
It's for profit.
I look at the codes that they submit on the claims to verify if that's exactly the service that I got, because 99% of the times the claims include services that you weren't even provided.
So this is what I'm getting at. You have your health insurance. Say you switch to another health insurance. Would you get the same coverage,
same
right?
coverage.
So this is the thing here where there's a dozen healthcare services, and every single healthcare service you will not have the same quality of care, right? And that's the issue, and that's what so many people are so fucking pissed off about, because for me, I've always had, like, my company right now, I have a good healthcare. But I know so many people that have
Mine too.
shitty healthcare.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So they have shitty healthcare. So it's fucked up that here in the United States, our health has a price tag on it.
Yep.
Completely has a price tag on it. I was watching, a matter of fact, I was watching the show. I don't know if people watch it. It's one of those 911 shows that's based out in Texas. No, but the thing is, one of the first responders. It's a show, yeah.
Not a
It's
documentary.
No, it's in
It's a show,
it's
so
it's like 911 but Texas. So it's about the
Lone
fire
Star.
department.
Lone
Yeah, Lone
Star.
Star, right. So one of the first responders ends up getting cancer, the character, right? Her health insurance does not cover this experimental process of cancer treatment. Yet it's 95% so far positive in curing that cancer, right? And going to remission and not coming back so far. But because her health insurance does not cover it, she has to go back to the traditional radiation and chemotherapy that she went from 95% success rate to 30% success rate. And that's just basically because it's a tier.
But there's a word, and the word is experimental.
Yeah, but does
I
it,
understand. But
because
I'm
it's experimental, but if it's available,
experimental.
right?
I know.
And my theory is that all these diseases, there's a cure for. But if all these cures would be given to the public, right? Then the pharmaceutical companies and all the drug companies will go out of business because it pays for us to be sick. That's why we don't have quality of food available. And if we do, it's very pricey. Healthcare, they bombard us with dozens and dozens of healthcare options. But how many people really actually read through the whole thing? Like, we get so overwhelmed with all the information that's given to us that we actually can't really give an educated choice because it's just all over the place. So, like, for me, I feel that I'm educated, but when it comes to my healthcare, I only have like 4 or 5 choices. But when I start reading my healthcare choices, it's a long list. I could be there for a fucking week reading all the options. I'm like, and then the terminology. What the fuck does this mean?
Can I go back to something that you said?
Yeah.
Do you think there's actual cures?
Oh, absolutely. I think there is cures for every single fucking thing that there is.
For cancer, AIDS.
Cancer, all that shit. Tell me what is your opinion on how Magic Johnson contracted HIV? He is the prototype, right?
That's the one. That's
the one, right? So that shows you that money buys you the access.
That was the cure right there.
Right. It wasn't. So the cure was there.
Is it a cure or is it a cocktail?
Money is the cure.
Money is the cure. Money is the cure.
I'm like, what?
Because
it's a
not
cocktail,
only
but I
that.
know a lot of people.
No, but
now,
he had a child after he contracted HIV,
Okay.
and that child did not have HIV.
and that's fine, and it happens.
I understand that it's happened, but what we've known
There's
about
cocktails.
yes,
now.
no, back then. So what we're
it was
that's
the
back
80s.
then.
When did he have his child?
1992.
His child.
Oh, his child. Wait, no, he got
Afterwards.
92.
But
No,
that doesn't go
like,
away.
it doesn't matter as a child. The whole point. Listen,
away.
this man is
No, it
healthy as
doesn't
a
go away.
fucking horse, as you see him. So he has
He looks
access.
great.
He looks amazing for his age. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
eating good, yeah.
But I believe I believe that all these diseases that we have are there for the pharmaceutical and drug companies to make billions and billions of dollars, because it makes no sense. We pour so much money into all these worthy charities, St. Jude's and all those examples of there, and we pour millions and multi-million dollars. People donate for research and research and research. We're talking decades of fucking research, right?
And it's still going.
And it's still going, and not one iota of progress, right, in regards to many of these diseases. Yet they constantly are asking for donations. But the billions that are made on the treatment of all these. Let's talk about, if you're a heroin addict, what do they replace it with? Methadone. There's only one difference between methadone and heroin. The government pays for the methadone.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking difference. It is the same drug. They just hook you from one to another. Now, the government and these establishments are the ones that are profiting from the money of the methadone. So that's an indication that's this telling you, okay, there's something wrong with this shit. There really is. Absolutely.
I'm not reading. Brad. Janie said Brad is Janie's husband. That he's sorry, but Nelson doesn't know what he's talking about. That's all conspiracy theory.
But it's my opinion. Yeah, but you can't say that my opinion doesn't have some type of validation, because unless you're in the pharmaceutical or in that genre where you know what the story is.
Well, let me stop you now.
Maybe Brad's in there.
Brad is a doctor.
Okay.
Oh,
Brad,
But wait, doctor.
finish.
Oh, go
Let me
ahead.
finish.
Go ahead.
Just jump right into it.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go.
Brad is a doctor in the military. He's
Right.
a lieutenant colonel,
Mm-hmm.
and he travels all over the world, not just in the U.S.
Okay.
Research, he works with scientists and doctors.
Right.
He is there
Right.
to make that opinion with expertise,
Right.
not just a fucking clinic doctor who.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
But
Mela
why is
said-
that a
Wait,
difference?
hold on. Mela said, but here goes the thing. I work in research. These drugs are FDA approved, but they are approved for the type of cancer that they're trying to treat. So it's experimental for that type of cancer. And Janie said, how about Suboxone as a treatment for
He
sobriety?
just opened it up.
Suboxone. For as treatment
They know.
for
This is
sobriety.
what they do.
sobriety.
I'm telling you.
Well, they keep Listen, first of all, they keep creating all these drugs. First
But
of
they
all,
have to.
no, they don't have to, because
Then
this
what
is.
the hell are we gonna do?
Listen, no. Listen to me. We are. We have been.
I started it.
Yeah. No, but listen. Everybody, listen. I love everybody's.
Our money's going to Ukraine. There's no profit in cures. There's no secret Mason Medical Society or a medical conspiracy Illuminati.
Okay.
Listen,
all right. Listen. The
Everybody,
feed.
I apologize. I know the feed is frozen. I'm trying to work on it, but they're going to continue the conversation.
Right. So
Okay.
this is the thing, right? Most of us are not. We don't have. Again, we spoke about access, right? So if you have the money and you have the network, you have access to things that most of us don't.
Hold
have.
on. I'm going to just stop you there. A lot of people do not know that the majority of hospitals have charities, and you can apply for those charities.
Right.
I do that all the time with my clients when
Right.
they're like, I got a bill from my hospital. You just have to know about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's embedded. If you go on a website, it's embedded. If you go into the billing department, you have to ask them, can you give me information regarding your charity? But a lot of people don't know.
What is the charity for?
To pay the debt to the hospital if your insurance
Okay.
company doesn't.
No,
cover
but
it.
I'm talking about having to pay, not having the money. Like, so for the example, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson obviously has the money, but he also has the access to treatments that normally none of us have, right? Right. So we don't have that access. So when people have that access, they're privileged to do so. But for the majority of us, right? And we're talking about healthy living, right? We don't have access to, many places don't have access to fresh water. Let's talk about Flint, Michigan, right? Most of the country does not have access to healthy food. And you can attain,
I think we all have access.
No,
to healthy food. It's
listen.
what we choose not
No.
to eat.
The FDA is a fraud. All right, the FDA is a fraud because
But if you
listen,
want healthy food, you could go to a
who
farm.
can afford the healthy food? Because all of a sudden you put organic. Organic
No,
is now.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you could go to a farm. For
What
example,
farm?
In this area,
Right.
I know people who actually sell their eggs from their chickens.
Yeah.
That they sell.
But they're far and few between. Most people don't. People go to Walmart, Target, Publix, or any of your local supermarkets.
Right, because they're
a lot of the stuff that we eat here is not accepted in Europe. Am I correct or not?
Yeah, that's true.
There are so many things. I mean, and the list is not just like a couple of things. You're talking about hundreds of things that we consume by choice, right? Because they're telling us, okay, everything is a choice, right? You have all this stuff that's on the shelves, all these cereals and all these other products that are in the supermarket, and we have a choice. Do we buy the Frosted Flakes, or do we buy the healthy wheat only cereal, right? But then the Frosted Flakes is on sale. Buy one get two free.
Mm-hmm.
The healthy brand is $8.99.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Or whatever the price you want to put on it. So what are most consumers? Because money, it becomes a factor. Money becomes a factor.
Isn't the price of anything based on the manufacturing company, because the manufacturing company gets a kickback?
No, well, that's one of the aspects, but it's supply and demand. And now, all of a sudden, I would say in the last decade, organic has been stamped on it, on things, right? Now, all of a sudden, everything that's stamped organic,
There's nothing organic.
but no, listen, now everything that's stamped organic is $2 or $3 or $4 more. All of a sudden, you got eggs, organic eggs. Wait, I really thought that a chicken laid an egg and that was organic. I thought corn grew off a stalk and it was organic. I thought a
Did
potato.
you not know that the chickens get?
Well, yes, I absolutely. That's why
Because there are all these diseases that come out of stuff.
the jumbo sticky wings
have
are one of my
E.
favorites.
coli, we have salmonella,
Right.
we have all that.
Yes, but if you
So everything has to get treated in order for
I
it
understand that.
to not get to us.
Let's go back to the 50s and 60s when none of that shit actually existed. Right?
Do you
It didn't exist because there wasn't an uproar about it or anything, because pesticides and the demand for food, right? And this is what it is. We're so overpopulated at this point that the demand for food is necessary to sustain the population. So what happens is, again, money is part of the gear. So these farmers, okay, if you want to grow stuff organically, non-pesticide, say you want to grow tomatoes, say it takes you a year to grow a whole crop. Now you have a way to make those tomatoes grow from a year to 3 months. That's not organic. That is, you're manipulating the system, right? But your profit margins now all of a sudden increase tenfold, because now in one crop for the whole year, now you can 2 or 3 in 1 year. So that's how all of a sudden now you introduce these external entities into the crop. So we haven't been eating healthy for years for a long time, but then organic gets stamped now, and then they see the demand that people are conscious about, I want to eat organic.
But it's
How
just
do
like,
we
but
know?
it's just like vegetarian, and it's just like vegan.
No, it's not, because that's a
Yes, it
choice.
is.
That's a choice to be a vegan.
I know, but what I'm saying is the same concept. As far as healthy eating, right? There's a lot of people, we can't eat meat. We're going to be vegetarian. You know, what's happening?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, Janie said actually that's incorrect, and I'm not sure exactly what she's saying. It's incorrect. Oh, and I want to say she's probably talking about, what's his name?
Whose name?
HIV.
Magic Johnson?
Right. He may have had the money
Wow.
to get
His
the
name,
type of
HIV.
treatment that he needed. However, you're not giving him credence to what about the actual virus itself. Was it the type of virus that I had already started to mutate and therefore was less violent than the original? Because you have to take the science into consideration.
He
That's
contracted HIV in the late 80s
Yeah.
when the HIV, the
Was
AIDS
it late
boom.
80s?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah.
Late 80s.
I don't think that was in the booming area.
Yeah,
Isn't
it was.
early
The
80s?
80s, yeah, it was. Absolutely.
Really?
That's why the gay, it was called the gay disease.
He couldn't be on the dream team because
Because
people are afraid of contracting
people will contract it. Go, I'm gonna get it from
I don't
sweat.
think it was
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yes,
I think
it-
it was the 90s.
It was
It
the
was
late
the
80s, early
It was
90s.
it was late 80s or early 90s, but it doesn't matter when he
But
got it.
it does matter because when it originated, right, when it originated, there was nothing to treat it.
There was nothing
It
to
was
treat.
horrible, right?
There was
And
nothing.
then as time progressed, right? But I want to say that when he came out with it, right? When he divulged he had it, when it was, I don't know if he came out.
I'm gonna look it up.
But I want to say it was in the 90s. And
Now-
I think by that time there was not a treatment for it because I don't think a treatment came out. I want
1991.
Okay, that's
Right.
what I
So
thought.
1991
That's
he
what I
came out. He was the first.
And when was the
No,
peak? When was the peak?
No, wait. He got it in 1991. You mean, right?
Right. That's when he came
That's
out.
when he
with it.
get. That's when he got it.
came out. That's
when
when
did
he came
AIDS
out.
start? When did the AIDS outbreak start?
That was in the mid. That was in the mid 80s. Yeah.
AIDS. HIV AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's what she
listen,
wants to know.
listen. That he has the money and the access to these treatments.
I know someone who's been living with HIV now for years.
Right.
Going back to
Right. But back then.
and they're not rich
Going back to the 80s.
But yeah.
to
But
the 90s.
right. But
They're not rich.
that's very
They're
few
on
between.
Security.
Now
And they're my age.
Now, yes, they have a whole bunch of things, but the access and the network to all these things that we're not privy to. You're not gonna tell me that he was like, I got HIV. Oh shit. But Magic Johnson Magic Johnson was the face of the NBA. You guys do not understand how much he meant to the NBA and how he meant to basketball, not only in the United States but worldwide.
But you're saying that he got preferential treatment from the medical field.
He had access. I didn't never say preferential.
But again, I know two people actually that have been living with HIV from the 1990s.
I understand that.
And they've had Medicare
Right.
all this time. Medicaid and Medicaid, not Medicare, Medicaid all this time.
The majority of people that in the 80s and 90s that had HIV was a death sentence because because healthcare was not provided.
The first
so
known cases were discovered in 1981. Philadelphia.
Yes. So let me ask you something, right? So if
81, right?
1981.
right, so if Magic Johnson's status, money, and network didn't matter, how come so many people died from HIV?
Just like how come a lot of people passed away from COVID?
No. COVID is completely different because no one knew what COVID was.
But the same guys behind both of them.
That's the same case with HIV when it came out.
What? No, they knew what it was, but they stigmatized one part of the population in that, right? So, if you have a treatment that Magic Johnson got,
Experimental treatment. That's what
I don't care what it. I don't care what it
Jamie
was.
said
Therapy.
If
he had the money to be able to get the
if
experimental therapy that then gave him the longevity.
if HIV,
of his life.
if once you had HIV, most people that had HIV, they saw it as a death sentence, and many people died once they had HIV, right? And then, actually, no, I'm sorry, HIV was the disease. AIDS was the full blown. So once that transformed into AIDS, that was a death sentence. So my question is, if Magic Johnson, if there was a treatment for him,
It wasn't a treatment.
whatever you want to call it, we want to put fucking labels on shit. If there was something,
Jamie wants to call
if there was one that I said, boom, you don't have HIV anymore,
Can
how
Jamie
come
call it?
everybody didn't get it?
Hold on.
Why wasn't it accessible to everybody else?
Well, because it's experimental.
It doesn't matter if it's experimental.
It does matter. You want to
No
know
earthquakes.
Why?
It was already an
Because
earthquake in
it's experimental.
California.
They're not going to provide it to everyone until
Who
they know.
calls it experimental?
I'm
The
just
FDA?
saying- listen. Well, yeah.
Right.
Anything that's not approved by the FDA.
Okay, so why did Magic Johnson was able to get
Because
it?
he had the money.
Okay, exactly. So you're telling me you have an experimental treatment that this man said, you know what? I got nothing to lose because I'm gonna die.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Wait. Stand by.
So
Hold on.
if you have a treatment,
You need to put
Hold
your
on,
headphones
hold on.
my headphones are on. So if you have a treatment,
Hold on, let me do it this way, I guess.
regardless,
Music gonna get.
yeah, if you have a treatment, regardless of who gets it, money, experimental. If you're seeing that experimental and it works, right? So say he got it in 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. He's still living. How come you're not giving that access to everybody else?
Because number one,
It's not experimental
you need
at
to
this
have
point.
access to the actual entity.
I understand that. Why isn't that? And that is proving my point. You have to have access, right? Why is it that our health has a price tag
He's
on
saying,
it?
why didn't they share the resources?
Why didn't
that
they
it was
share it to
being-
everybody else? If the
Because
purpose,
it's experimental.
no, it's not experimental at this point. You're talking about he got it.
Today, or are you talking
No,
about back then?
he got it in 91, right? He lived in 92, 93, 94, 95,
If he
96.
was under that experimental
It doesn't
treatment
matter.
even before that,
When-
we already started getting that
When does it
longevity.
not become experimental? My man has lived decades.
Well, it has. After
Oh, there's a phone call.
we got a caller.
We gotta call it. Does everybody hear it?
Oh, put me on speaker.
Oh, she
Hi.
said put me on speaker.
Oh, she wants to be put on speaker.
Can you put?
No, you can't
be
put on speaker, no.
Y'all can hear her.
Yes,
That's the
you
main
got
thing. That's what
Jamie
she
on the
wants.
phone.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Hi, Janie.
All right, you okay?
Jamie, first of all, can you lower your volume on your phone because we can hear the feedback?
Oh, you
Adam
can hear her.
Husband, Dr.
Because you can
Brad,
hear the-
and my husband.
Oh, maybe
Hi,
it's
Brad.
the device.
Okay, so it's Janie,
Yeah,
Janie
one of
and
the
Brad are
devices,
both here.
That's fine.
Feedback. Adam Husband, Dr.
We
Brad.
can hear you. We can
Yeah,
hear
but
you.
instead we hear an echo, so it's like we can't
This
really.
must be a device that's on over there.
Yeah, it's a
All
device
right.
that they have on.
We
Oh.
hear you.
It sounds better now.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Come on. Hello.
We can
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear
Hi.
us?
She doesn't
She
hear.
doesn't hear us.
She can't hear us.
Hold on. Yeah, she doesn't hear us.
We can't
She
hear
heard us
you.
first.
You can't
Hold
hear
on.
us?
Well, one.
It's got to
Can't
be
hear it.
because she muted the device that she's
Okay, so
Oh,
unmute
unmute your device. Well,
your
she doesn't
device.
hear us.
She doesn't hear us.
Yeah,
on.
we
Because
can't hear
the
you
device
guys.
She was
She
hearing.
doesn't hear
No.
us at all.
We-
Type it in the in where
Can
is
you
she
hear
on?
me now?
We can
Hello?
hear you.
Yeah, we can
We can hear you.
Because there's a lot of like.
Hold on.
feedback.
Your device. Yeah, she may have to unmute her device.
Just keep the
How about
device. I
now?
guess maybe. Yeah, depends. They need to
But
call. They
she's
need to
on
call
the
from.
device, and I can hear her on the device.
Right, you hear the feedback. Yes, you hear the feedback.
But no, you can hear her saying, "Unmute." I want everybody to hear me.
Right.
Like,
I don't
you
know.
can
Okay,
hear
I put my
She
headset
can't hear
on.
you. That's what she
Can
said.
Can you hear
No,
us
she's
now?
putting on. No, she's putting on her headset.
She put her headset on.
There you go.
No. Hello. She
And
hung
she
up.
hung up.
Okay,
She hung up.
so-
Sorry,
So-
guys.
So the thing, okay, so basically, so he got it in 91, and then people want timetable. So he was fine 92, 93, 94. Say year 2000, right? There's still people dying from HIV and still dying from AIDS. So when do you say that it's, when do you stop saying experimental, right? But you know, after a couple of years, okay, most people were saying, well, if you contracted HIV and then AIDS, your prognosis was a year. Right, let's say that. Because people like putting numbers to shit, right? You have a year to live. So you have an experimental drug that you give to someone, they live 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Why wasn't that treatment available to everyone? And why is that? Because the treatment to prolong, oh, we have this, because it wasn't the only treatment for HIV.
We're still frozen.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we have to be on it. We have to be on internet because the wireless is that's
Hi,
what it is.
Miguel. Janie said Brad wants to lay out some serious medical facts for Nelson.
Okay, you can
That
give
sounds
your
good.
opinion, your medical
A medical opinion.
your
Wait.
medical
Your
opinion,
expert medical.
your expert medical opinion.
Is she back on?
Cool.
Okay.
You know, the thing is that it's just like with everything, right? For example, how many years has cancer been around? How many years?
Forever,
right? And then now there's so many different types of cancers.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, even up until this point, there's not really a treatment per se to actually kill it from inception, right? Yes, you have some types of treatments. You have the chemo, you have the radiation, but at the end of the day, it is something that it can be put into remission, but it's not something that is going to actually be cured for life. It can, because people survive cancer, but we're getting called. We're getting called. Hold on, we're getting called.
Cool.
Hello? Can you hear
He
us?
has to answer.
Yeah, he answered.
Danny,
Hello? Can you hear
now?
us? Hello?
Hello?
It might be a delay because I heard her. She's still ringing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can you hear
Brad.
us, Janie? Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Brad.
Hey,
Brad.
Brad here.
Hi, Brad.
Can
you
you
hear
hear
us?
us, Brad?
Hello. Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
You
So
can?
I'm just going to give my hey, how's it going? Hey.
Good,
So-
good.
Hi.
Give us your
Yes, I hear
your
you.
expert opinion.
Yes, hello.
Brad, go
This
ahead.
is
We can hear
just
you.
My medical opinion, and so I want you to think of somebody famous in the scientific community. Okay, great. I want to think about Chuck D. And, not to be a guy from Public Enemy, Charles Darwin, a little thing called the theory of evolution and natural selection. So you're saying, well, what does that have to do with a virus? A virus, like any other life form, its primary purpose is to perpetuate itself, to reproduce, to stay alive. Now, viruses, if they infect people so bad that everyone dies, then they die
The
out.
virus dies
And
as
that's
well, yeah.
why viruses like the common cold survive, because they mutate to a less virulent form where it becomes something that doesn't necessarily need treatment or is life threatening, or it would be something like a cold you could fight off, because that's natural selection, the pressure to perpetuate itself. That's why even things like the Marburg virus and Ebola, there is a high mortality, but it's not
50%
100%. Otherwise, it wouldn't live on. So that's Charles Darwin, common knowledge, no opinion. I'm signing out.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Brad.
it.
Brad.
Appreciate it. You want to reiterate what Brad said, because I don't think everybody heard, right? Yeah, he hung up.
Okay.
So we can't hear. They could.
They can't hear what Brad said, right?
Brad said.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
So you
Oh,
I
yes.
wasn't sure if they heard it. I
Super
wasn't
mega
sure.
producer.
Actually, people, if out there, if you actually heard what
Thank you
Brad
for
said,
calling
he
in,
spoke
Brad.
about Charles Darwin and
Chucky.
the theory of evolution. If you guys did hear that, please write in the comments that you were able to hear it on whatever platform you're watching, so that way we know that it actually works. So
They
we can
heard.
then
Yeah,
continue.
Julie said we heard Brad.
Awesome,
Thank
awesome,
you. Thank you so
awesome.
much. Thank you, Brad.
Awesome.
Thank you. It's just, I think it's trial and error, like with everything, right? Something comes up, just you have to try. Everybody's gonna jump on it, and when I say everybody, all the pharmaceutical companies are gonna jump on it to do something, to make something, to see if they
Why?
can
Why are
get
they?
a
Why are
cure.
they do? Why are they do? What is the break? What is the purpose of pharmaceutical companies? What is their bottom line? Profit. It is not about helping people. Absolutely not. Because if it was, most of us.
So what do you suggest? You suggest
No, well,
that
I
they
see-
come up with a treatment and that nobody has to pay them for their services, for a pill, a
But
vaccine.
what is the price tag on a human life? Like, do we not want to preserve human life and be? If we have a healthy human population that now all of a sudden can be very productive in society and create an earth where we don't have to damage it sustains our life, wouldn't that be more fruitful than continually having people sick and constantly on these medications? Listen, my dad passed away, and I sat there, and my dad didn't pass away from any disease. My dad passed away when he started with high blood pressure. And then from there, it was a domino effect. I sat there on his chair that he sat on every day,
820 TJ.
and then the other TJ,
There's
the
another
black
TJ.
TJ.
What? Stop it.
You're the German TJ. So I sat there and pulled out and poured 2 or 3 of those milk crates of pills that were supposed to help him, right? But had you been on one, that cure it helps you quote unquote, all of a sudden it's damaging this. Now you need this pill to fix that, and then so forth. The human body was not built to have these chemicals in our body. Our
But
livers.
then what are you suggesting then?
Okay, so actually,
what are you suggesting?
I'm not.
Because it's either
Okay, so
pharmacists create, right? Pharmacists create.
I'm eliminating pharmaceutical
medications.
companies.
Okay, then what? We're
I
gonna
think
go,
no.
Hold on, pero dame terminar, coño.
Okay. Go ahead.
So it's either we're gonna go natural, right?
Right.
Right, and we're gonna go to our trees, and we're gonna go natural, and we're gonna we have to figure this out for ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
The reason why I believe we have people who go into the career of pharmaceuticals and science is so that they can create treatments, right?
Right.
We're not going to be able to do that as lay people if we're not in that area,
Right.
right? Because in science, there's things that need to be mixed up. There's numbers. Like, I fucking suck in numbers. I don't know. You put a leader here and I'll be like, yeah, whatever. But in any event, what are you suggesting?
Okay, so
Because treatments are needed.
no.
Jamie has some good points there.
This.
Okay, Jenny said if their job is to create medication that saves lives, like everything else. After all, this is America. They're going to make money off of it. And I'm gonna to that point. You have surgeons. Surgeons are responsible to do surgeries, right? ER doctors are there in case of an emergency. So at the end of the day, they get paid for their services.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and they're there to save lives.
Right.
It's the same concept. You go to get treatment, and you go to doctors because we are not experts in how to treat certain medical conditions.
But that's
so.
And Monique
And
said,
then Janie said, but some medications are made to save lives, like the ones that was given to me. The chemotherapy that I took, it helped save my life. Others are created to lessen the severity of different types of diseases and slow down the progression. Monique said, chemo saved my life. No more pharmaceuticals, smoke weed. Surgeons gave me a new lease on life. So it goes to that concept, right? I understand what you're saying, that it's a money pit, right? But just like everybody who has a job, they're doing their job. They work for companies.
I'm not talking about. But I'm not talking about the individuals that are in these fields. I'm talking the top tier. And when you said suggested, this is what I suggest, right? First of all, I think we need, all of us in the United States need to have access to produce and food that does not have chemicals.
Can I stop you on that point?
Yeah, go ahead.
The other day you told me when I get sick, I just take an oregano pill. That oregano pill, right? Comes from someone who produced it, and you don't know its natural state. You know that we have a leaf, an oregano leaf. You don't go to the supermarket and take the leaf and eat it.
No, absolutely not. Right.
You go to Amazon and you purchase a bottle,
but
and you don't know what the fuck is in that little pill.
Yeah, but just like you go
I'm
to.
just saying,
I understand that. But just like if you go to Publix and you get the oregano, the one that you season your meat with, is the same thing, right? So we can't go into
season your meat.
Right, we can't go into the conception that everything that we buy we don't know, right? But what we can do is be more responsible when it comes to.
Hold on, it's 8:20 and people are already giving their clues.
All right, let's go. Okay,
So
let's give our clues. Let me put on my glasses because I'm blind.
We have nerds and now or later. That's not it.
We got 5 minutes, so I'm sorry. From 8:20 to 8:25,
Can you please
we got.
ask Nelson if he consumes fast food? Yes, he does.
I do not. Not okay. I do consume fast food. It is very minor. For the most part, my diet is not fried. It's not fried.
We're not talking about fried food. We're talking about fast food.
Okay. Yeah, there are times.
Fast food.
Yeah,
Burger
there are.
King, McDonald's.
No,
And aside from fast food, you have restaurants, and in my opinion, even though we got food at restaurants, I don't really consider that. We don't know what the hell happens with food at restaurants.
Right. But then you have you try to make it. You try to make as the
Skittles.
best.
Somebody says Skittles.
No.
Candy button dots. Hi, Heido. How are you?
This is very confusing when we have two TJs. I just need to say that.
Reese's Pieces. We're now
I was
doing.
like, I didn't
We're
say
doing
that
the
shit.
Sock Camp clues, and the Sock Camp clues are.
Sock Cam clues are old school candy, colorful, and then I'll give you another clue now. Gummies.
Janie, don't forget to let me know if you want my shirt.
Gummies?
Yeah.
That you think? So?
They're chewy.
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 Okay,
Well, that's why. It's not infused with weed.
Did you
okay.
say they're colorful?
Yes.
They're old school. They're old school.
They're old school. Yeah.
wouldn't be infused with
Absolutely.
weed.
It
No.
looks like
No, candy button dots. Candy button dots is totally different. Candy bar dots are the dots that are on the piece of paper, and you have to pluck them and eat the paper.
Oh
Candy
my
bar, candy
God!
bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Janie just brought me back to real way back in the day.
Swedish
Candy.
fish.
Shit was on
Swedish fish
paper.
are just red. They're not colorful. Swedish fish are red, not colorful.
Listen, let them guess.
But
Let them
there's-
guess. We can continue.
Aren't there different colors of Swedish fish right now?
Not
In the
that
year
I know.
2024.
I don't know if Germany does, but no, Germany.
No, Germany has Haribo. They have the gummy bears.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they got
Chuckles
everything.
and Brad said Chuckles and
Jujubes.
Brad said Jujubes.
Oh,
No.
Lifesaver
Wow.
gummies. Nope.
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh, man.
Old school guesses. Though.
Yeah,
Those are
some
great.
go old school guesses. This
Keep
one,
going,
this one's
keep
a tough
going.
one. This one's a tough one.
Lifesaver gummies. That's
Okay, can I give a clue?
No,
Just one clue.
no,
but it's not.
Just
It's
one
not
clue.
yours.
it's
No,
not yours. It's not
his.
yours. It's
What
mine.
is? I'm gonna give you one.
I don't care.
They may not get it, even if I give
I
this.
don't care.
She's a provider.
She's an enabler. Is what she is.
Mike and
No, I'm
Ike's.
not. I'm aggressively
No, it's
helpful.
not Mike and Ike's. It's
I'm
not
being
Mike.
aggressively helpful. I'm being aggressively helpful. Mike and Ike, no. One,
No.
one clue.
No. Listen.
Candy.
Right.
Candy.
No, it's not now.
Candy,
Listen.
candy. What-
Listen, Mia. Listen, if you're smart, right? People start giving
I'm
clues.
fucking smart. It's not it. So you're smart. Listen, you're smart. 'cause
Listen,
it's
you're
not
smart,
it.
right? So what happens
He
is.
said hypothetically speaking.
Let's
say you're smart.
Let me speculate that you're smart,
you're
right?
Speculate.
Penny candy.
No,
No.
it's not. So
I want Starburst.
once people start
No,
giving
it's not
out clues,
It's
you
too
start.
many
It's
clues,
Okay,
it's
but
a
it's
process.
one. But it's
It's
a
a process.
Can
No.
I? I'm gonna
No,
whisper
you
it to
cannot
TJ.
talk.
I'm gonna whisper it to TJ.
Process of elimination. People need to pay attention.
Oh, they heard that.
They what? Process of elimination? Oh,
That's a tough.
That's a tough clue. It's a tough clue.
what is it? Tell me what she said.
No.
Tell me what. No, just
Whisper it to me.
Whisper it in
We're
my
playing
ear.
the game. We're playing the game.
I would have never even given that clue. All right. All right. So go ahead.
Sorry for the
Working on
technical
it now.
difficulties.
This is the technical.
Wait, but they can hear us on Instagram. They can hear us on
They
Instagram.
can still hear you
Yeah,
on
they-
Instagram.
they
Well,
can
we're
still-
frozen.
So I think this is a good choice because we're making choices, and
It's not an individual.
no,
choice
listen
where
to
we
me.
can
Listen
choose.
to me. Like I gave you the example, right?
Frosted Flakes in my macaroni and cheese.
What?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know I put crazy shit. I eat
You
crazy
just
shit.
take everything that's in the refrigerator.
I'm gonna try it. See, I don't judge.
You've had my
See,
mac and
that's-
cheese before now.
With Frosted Flakes?
Yes.
When did I do that?
A lot of times.
When did I do
Throw
that?
it out.
You
I
left
know.
it?
I left it, man.
What the hell?
So there's no
Wait,
more
wait.
cornbread either.
I can make.
Hold
No,
on.
I do. What? Nothing. Thanksgiving.
I take my finger and go like this and I lick it. I ate dirt when I was a kid, okay? And I don't have
you
to
went swimming in the East River,
And
too?
I went swimming in the East River. All right, and I drank from faucets and hoses. That's why I don't
love
get
drinking
sick.
from the faucets in my mother's house.
Exactly,
From the
you too.
projects. The
I would
water's
do the
like
same.
The
refreshing.
generations after us are fucking pussies.
Bro, imagine
Wow.
that. We used to drink water in the fountains in
I
the
can
park.
restart
We
everything
didn't
real quick in a minute.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you
Say it
can.
again.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna everything is
We'll
gonna
go.
be
We'll just go
restarting,
like
but
an
we're
extra.
coming
We'll
right
go.
back on.
Yeah, we'll go an extra 10, 15.
Are you gonna put the Ethernet?
I think we
in?
need to go like 20 minutes extra.
Well,
Why is it that you always have the last
Because
fucking
I'm
word?
fucking
the
boss.
Packers and the Lions game is starting
Yeah,
soon.
at first.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing something.